Alright, so I previously made a video on the Joule Thief without a toroid, and here it is. It's basically just using two inductors. Now I pointed you to Dario's video. He has a nice PCB board that you can get, and the trick is getting these two inductors right next to each other. It sort of works if they're in proximity on different angles, but the geometry really helps when they're basically right next to each other, just like this here. And I guess the reason is basically so that they're easier to couple. If you don't get the geometry correct, it seems to be quite difficult to get it to run. And as you can see, I have my power supply here. It is only using 0.6 volts and about 40 milliamps, and that is capable of going down a lot lower, and as you watch the LED it will dim down, and not sure if you can see that on the video, but the LED is flashing, so about 0.5 volts, and you can go quite high with that. You'll see that LED get very bright, using about 12, 15, let's go up to 1 volt, which means it will be using about 30 milliamps, and that's with a 1 kilo ohm resistor. I have tried like 500 ohm. You can play around with those values. It doesn't seem to make too much of a difference. But this little Joule Thief is very good at running on the very low end of the voltage spectrum. So at about 0.6 volts is where it likes to have a decent amount of light. Now I would need to get my light meter and test it out, see how much light this is outputting. And I'm yet to test out multiple LED arrays and or in series and parallel to see if that actually helps with anything. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Nice little circuit to maybe work with some aerial antennas that don't have a lot of voltage. And milliamps is really negligible here. I have tried a couple of different transistors. I've used the 2N3904, and I've also used a I can't remember what it is now. It was used in the MPSA18. They all seem to kind of work about the same, not much difference. This one here is the MPSA, so that must be the just generic 2N3904. I might pop this one in and just see how much of a difference, if any, there is. Alright, so the LED does seem a bit brighter, and it is using a little bit more milliamps. Yeah, see about the same. So 5 volts using about 0.001 of an amp, and it goes into flickering. Alright, so if I turn that off, disconnect that. This is just a AAA rechargeable. Plug that in. The LED won't run because it is way too overpowered, so I'm just running it through a diode. The diode's dropping the voltage obviously, and now I've got the LED at pretty bright, and that would be using about 1 volt to run that LED. It's very bright. Next video I'll put my lux meter onto it and see how that goes. But yeah, thanks for watching.